So Conan's just dropped in MK1, however that isn't really what most people are excited about, because in this update we got a new character of sorts added into the game as a secret fight. And if you saw my previous video, which I just uploaded like a couple of hours ago probably at this point, I might upload it like 30 minutes after, we'll have to see. It's a bit of a rush really, because people are scrambling to cover this and trying to figure what all this means out. And they added in the character Floyd, which was a character that Ed Boon had wanted to add into Mortal Kombat for a while, which is a pink ninja. And in my previous video I said that I thought it would be like a mixture of Sub-Zero and Scorpion moves, and that was it. Just like a pink ninja with those color schemes and those powers. But it turns out he actually has the power of basically every Mortal Kombat ninja, which is pretty crazy. I'll pop up some of the gameplay right now, and I believe it's from Inner Loco, which is a pretty big name in the Mortal Kombat sort of community when it comes to finding out this sort of thing. And a lot of screenshots from today's video will be from him and from the Thinny especially, and just other people on Twitter who had some discoveries that were pretty interesting to point out. So the first thing that I wanted to point out that was found in the files are these little images that I'm putting up on the screen right now. So these are pretty interesting. So in the top right we can see the cameo palettes for Sub-Zero and Scorpion being pink. Then we can also find some like little text and stuff like that. I'm going to click it up here. Hopefully you didn't hear the click on the actual video, but we can see here there's a lot of rainbows, a lot of pinks. We'd see things like "you lose," "found you," and then in the sort of middle here we can see what I am assuming to be his portrait when you're actually in the match, when you're fighting, in the actual game, how every character has like a portrait next to their health bar. I assume this is his. Then we have some other little things here, like some other little, maybe you have one of him doing a kick here. I assume that'll be like a icon for your character, your profile banner, and then there's one of his face next to it, and then the two backgrounds I believe would be next to it, which is a showcase of all the male ninjas, as well as just a background with the stage from the announcement trailer of the game. And keep that in mind, because that's going to be very important in just a bit. So on your screen right now are the 37 different requirements you need to meet in order to, I guess no one really knows that actually for sure, but it is assumed that once you do all of these, you will unlock the secret fight with Floyd. Now I'm also wondering, if you lose that fight, do you have to do all these again? Like, how do you get him to pop up? Will it be a really difficult fight? I don't actually know if anyone's actually fought him yet, because some of these are kind of, you can guess what they mean. So for instance, the total disrespect one at the top here, I believe some people have actually unlocked this one already. This is doing like 4 taunts in a row, and I believe it has to be in versus mode or in like the towers. No one's really too clear about it. It sort of seems like you can unlock it wherever. And then there's some like jumping will get you nowhere, which hasn't been confirmed, but I assume it just means you can't jump for the full match, something like that. There's always like other little things, like it seems like with some that are sort of simple, like fire and ice for instance, I take that as you have to use Scorpion with the Sub-Zero cameo, and then ice and fire under that, Sub-Zero with Scorpion cameo, but then you might have to do like a certain input at a specific time. Like, it is very random, and when we do find out how to actually trigger all of these, I will make a video on it just to update everyone. But as for now, we don't actually know what a lot of these mean, but let me know in the comments if you have any theories, because there's some of these that I reckon I could figure out, and I have actually tried to do some of these, even ones that have been confirmed, but it does seem very random, because I spent a few hours on the game this morning trying to figure out some of these, and doing some that people have said worked for them, and I haven't got a single one yet. So it is a bit irritating, but I'm sure it'll be really fun digging into this when we can actually figure out what they mean. Now, a couple of smaller things before we get to the final part of this video that is the most exciting. So the release date of the T1000 has been released, not like officially, but through the game we can find out. He comes out in 55 days, which will be March 18th, of course, 2025. So that's a decently long season, but that's not too long. As I just said, that's in March, so that's not a massively long wait. Now, the next thing I wanted to cover, which is pretty exciting, is the fact that someone has apparently also unlocked an MK11-esque sort of skin for cameo Cyrax in Invasions, which is pretty crazy. So they've added that into the game. I'm pretty sure that's been confirmed to be real. Some people have found that as well. So that's pretty interesting to see. I'm curious if there's one for Sector as well. I assume there would be. So there's definitely a lot going on in this update. But the main thing that I wanted to discuss before I actually show it to you, I wanted to pop up a screenshot of what Floyd actually looks like when he pops up in the game. And apparently there's a 2% chance that every time you load into a tower, which I assume is just regular classic towers, no one's really specified, but I assume that's what they mean, and you have a 2% chance of him popping up on the first fight and giving you a clue, like you can see here from this picture from the thingy. And then the thing that I really wanted to cover, and why I wanted to make this video especially, is that there is a really good reward for defeating Floyd. Now, we don't know how to get there, and we don't know like specifically what you have to do and how to unlock all these clues and stuff, if the fight's going to be easy or difficult. But what we do know is when you beat him, you will unlock a brand new stage, which is pretty exciting. And it's not just any new stage, it's actually the stage from the MK1 announcement trailer and the DLC for Combat Pack 1, that trailer, where those were set. That's actually a new stage, and you can see that on the actual menu here on the stage select screen. You can see it in the bottom right in place of the random select that was there before. And next to it in this image here, you can see what it actually looks like, which is, pretty crazy. It looks pretty fun to play on. And I found out that they actually added ray tracing in this update. I personally couldn't find it. I mean, I think someone said it was under settings, so I don't know if it's a PC exclusive thing. I couldn't find it on PS5, so let me know if it's there, or if you have to do something to actually unlock it. I don't really know, but either way, it looks really, really cool. I'll have some gameplay up from the thingy. He actually hopped online and played against Sonic Fox, and you can see them playing on this stage, and it looks really good. It looks quite out of place compared to the other MK1 stages, but I'm all here for it. I think it looks really, really cool. And for those who are wondering, when it comes to Floyd, apparently he can actually give you clues in online as well. So if you only play online, you can still get the clues and still unlock this. It just may be a bit more difficult for you. It's still quite vague at the moment, but I still wanted to make a video on it because it is really exciting. And if any of you do know how to actually do this, or if you found any clues, let me know, because as I said, I've tried a decent amount and I haven't been able to get any to work. So just as I was about to end the video, the thingy posted something on his Twitter that sort of tries to describe what each of these could be. So total disrespect was taunt 4 times in a row. Then we have jumping gets you nowhere, which is just an assumption, which is don't jump. Then you have the sweep one, or clean sweep, which is winning with only sweeps, which is not what I would have thought. But then there's a bunch here. I'll leave them up on the screen so you can read them. I'm not going to read through all of them, but some of them I was basically correct. I don't know if these ones are if they're green, I assume they're confirmed. So in that case, I was pretty correct about the cameo ones with Sub-Zero and Scorpion, but there's a decent amount here that is still pretty unknown. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys going to try to unlock this? Or are you just going to stumble upon it by accident? Let me know. But I think it's really cool that we get a brand new stage out of this. So again, let me know your thoughts, and I'll keep you updated if we find out anything new. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing for more Mortal Kombat news videos, and I hope you have a great day.